So back in June, Governor Kevin Stitt issued an executive order for a plan to keep Oklahoma students and teachers safe in the wake of the shooting over at Robb Elementary School in Texas. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol started the new active shooter emergency response training in July, and that training continues today. Joining me now to discuss is Trooper Eric Foster with OHP. Always good to have you in studio, Trooper. Thank you so much. So this executive order is called Mission Secure Oklahoma Schools. Can you kind of tell us what the governor is trying to achieve with this executive order?
Really, the main thing for us really is that we all in law enforcement, we respond all in the same manner so that we can go in and be efficient in taking care of any threat that may occur. You know, as Oklahoma Highway Patrol, we are in every community, every county, every city across 77 counties. And so very often we are one of the first, if not the first, to arrive at a lot of these situations, even though it might not be our city or necessarily our jurisdiction as far as the county. And so we all want to be there and be able to respond the same way. Troopers for years and years have already been trained in active shooter. But this executive order really was saying, hey, let's all be trained in the latest techniques, the latest information that we have. And so it's really an update for troopers, but not only for troopers, it's for troopers to be able to take out into other law enforcement arenas and be able to, be on the same page so we can react the same way.
Can you take us inside this training? I know you probably can't give away too much of the tools in the toolbox, but what are you guys learning in these training sessions?
So there are different techniques. There are different things that we've learned over the years. Every attack that occurs, whether it's at a school or a place of business, any kind of active shooter, there are different tactics that these bad guys are using to accomplish this. And so we learn from what they're doing and we implement that in training and things that we haven't thought about in the past. And so, we're updating that type of information, that knowledge base, how to move together as law enforcement. Because, troopers, we train together all the time, and county deputies, they train together all the time. But very rarely do we train together. Excuse me. So when we show up on scene like that and we're moving differently or we're responding differently, that can be dangerous and not efficient. And so this executive order, really mandated that we're all on the same page, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, to have to all be in sync in these emergencies is so important.
Yes.
So that makes sense. You mentioned that how many of your troopers are trained so far? This started in July. Where are you right now in terms of that?
Right now we're a little over 400 troopers are trained, and they're not just trained in the active shooter, they're trained to train as well. And so that is really our goal, is not only to train the troopers, but to train them to train other law enforcement entities, to take it into the county, into the small towns, and be able to train other officers as they meet them and know them because they work in those areas, so that when we respond, we're responding as partners together. The other thing too is we were starting to get inundated from the public saying, that's great that law enforcement's all responding together in these active shooters, but what are we supposed to do? Teachers calling us and ministerial staff at churches calling us. What are we supposed to do when an active shooter incident happens? So we have recently started training our troopers in a civilian program to take out as well, and to be able to teach churches, to teach other schools, church camps, summer youth camps. How do you respond when something like that happens? What is law enforcement going to do when they get there, so you know how to react and to keep children, keep other people safe under your care?
Yeah, good to see that training is being passed on to the rest of the community
Yes.
as well. It can make a huge difference. Yeah. When is this training required to be done? What is the deadline here?
So troopers will be trained by January 1, and those troopers will go out into the community and to be able to train other law enforcement. There is a date further in 2023 where we need to all be on the same page. And then also, I can't speak necessarily to this, but CLEAT, which is our Council of Law Enforcement Education and Training, which is the agency that certifies all police officers in the state of Oklahoma, from this date forward in all of their academies, they'll be training the same thing. And so all new police officers in Oklahoma will be trained the same way so that we can respond the same way. So we don't see an incident where we're not on the same page, where it's not efficient. We can move together and take care of a situation very quickly.
So very important. Okay, less than 30 seconds here. You guys are hiring. I know
We are.
you guys are always looking for people. Talk about that really quick.
So we are doing our Lateral Academy. It's an academy where if you have 2 years or more law enforcement experience, you can come to the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. It's a cut-down academy because you've already learned a lot of it. And so you can go through a 13-week OHP academy and start at a 2-year trooper pay to come in. So if you're law enforcement out and about and you want to come join the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, you have the opportunity to come do that.
All right, Trooper Foster, we appreciate your time.
All right.
Thank you for coming on and
Thank
talking
you.
about this training. It's good that you guys are getting it. Hopefully you guys don't have to use it in the
Yes.
near future.
Yes.
So, yeah, thank you very much.